Hi, this is Spooky. In this demonstration, I built a front wheel drive and a rear wheel drive. See if we can compare them. Check these out. Alright, so this is the front wheel drive. The servo's in the front. And this is the rear wheel drive. Servo's in the back. Alright, so I'm going to build one and show you how I built it. Start with a 3x10 block of butter. I'm going to space my cars equally so I have some extra butter here for a second. And then I'll just remove the ones I don't need without accidentally deleting the other car. Alright, I put a dummy chair up. I didn't want it bound to the other cars. I don't really need it bound to anything unless I'm going to take time to bind them individually to a keyboard. Here's my 10x3 platform to build on. Alright, so what I'm going to do is put some spacers. I'm going to make those out of metal. And I'm going to put on merge green so that I just have one big block to remove because these aren't part of the car. So one in the back and one on the third row. So that the front end can be in line with the back end and I can still place the servo. Alright, so now what do we need? We need steel I-beams. Now the steel I-beams don't really stick together well, so I'll show you a trick of how to make them stay. So I need some I-beams. I put 6 down in a row, and they don't hold together very well, so I'm going to put metal posts to keep them hooked together. And the reason I needed the separator in the back here was so that I could push off of it and push that metal post into the groove of the I-beam. Alright, my friend Abby joined me. Hi, Abby. Alright, so let me finish putting down the metal posts. 4 metal posts will fit perfectly to 6 I-beams. And then again, I have to push off of the separator blocks to get it into the groove. And do it on both sides. And then I'm actually going to place another row of I-beams. And these will be held together by the metal post. So Abby is going to join me. Very cool. I love her outfit. You'll see. She is Peridot, which is the birthstone of August. Alright, so then we'll put the row on this side. And a row on this side. I forgot the metal post on this side. It's important that you have them or it doesn't hold together nearly as well. But the I-beams are strong, and so if you can keep them together, it's a strong car. Now I'm ready for the I-beams. So pressing it, there we go. They need to connect. Alright, so now what I need to do is put a row of metal posts on the outside to hold the wheels on. I am going to place the seat first. I need to make sure to leave enough room for the servo. And I'd like it to be in line with the other car. Because if we're going to race them, I'd like them to be the same. Alright, what do we need? We need the servo to face this way. Alright, so it automatically connected to the last seat placed. And then I'm going to put an I-beam to connect it to the front end by slipping it underneath and putting it onto the moving part of the servo. Gotta get the right angle. There we go. Alright, so there's our frame of our car. Now we just need some wheels. Alright, so you do need to place metal posts to connect the wheels to. Alright, so let's press them into the separator blocks and get them into the groove. And once we get all of the metal posts in place, then we can place our wheels, and then these will attach them well to the car. Make sure they're in the groove and not next to it. Alright, and then we can put our wheels. Alright, so we got it facing the right way, pushing into the middle bar. Now here we can just push it on at the top half of the metal post. Will hold it on. That'll be sufficient. And again into the separator poles or separator blocks. Alright, so there we have a basic car. Now we just gotta paint it and remove the unnecessary blocks. So what's cool is they have this really new, they have a new layout for the painting tool, which means you can gradate your colors. So this is red. Then I'm going to reduce the value of the red down 10 points to 90, or try to at least. And then I'm going to do the second row. And then I'm going to do it to 80. Actually, I'm going to remove the unnecessary spacer blocks and then continue painting. I want to go down to 80 in value. And do the next row. Then I got to get under the servo. Oh yeah, there it is. So I could have painted it as I built it, but it's easier to do this a gradation after the fact. So 70 would be our next number, 69, close enough. And then 50. Sorry, then 60. Then 50. Then 50. And then 40. And finally 30. And then I have a graded color on my car. You could just type in the box what number you want. So I need 30. Nope, not 100. I need 30. There we go. And I actually am going to do this later to the other two cars in terms of blue and pink. Alright, I'm going to paint everything else black, so I'm going to go back to the standard colors. I'm going to give it a race stripe, a black race stripe. And I'll make the metal post black inside. And make the seat black. Alright, there we have it. A front wheel drive. Alright, I gotta paint the butter so that I can put some buttons on it that are the same color, so that when you press the button the car will drop and you can drive it. I also added some lights. I don't like red for the light. Let's try black. Oh, but let's make the butter red, because that's what color we made the button. Now here I'm clicking every one, but you can just swipe it and paint all of them. I figured that out a little bit later. Actually, I forgot. So what you do to paint them all at once is you just hold the clicker down, the right click down, or left click down, and just drag it across. Alright, so there's our beautiful car. We delete the extra seat, and nothing's attached in terms of the butter, and then we can test drive them. Come on, Abby. Pick which car you want, red or blue. Alright, so she has the red one, I'll take the blue one. These are both front wheel drive. Yes, press the button and let's drive. So I gotta press my button too. Might help if I turn my tools off. There we have it. I like the way this car drives. It's nice and sturdy. And then the pink car is a rear wheel drive. We'll try that later. Alright, hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time. Bye.